Do you realize that now the way that YouTube operates right now, how they've been operating for a while, they keep changing things and modifying things, right? To make things better, or to make it better for who? For them, or just because they have some objective that they're trying to achieve? You know? So now, just relatively recently, when you go to YouTube on your app, on your phone or whatever it is, your app, your device, when you go to upload your videos and your pictures and stuff, they don't just let you go to your own device and select it over there and leave it at that. They have it where you load it up to some little in between or something goes on. I don't know exactly what it is. I have to look it up and see what that is exactly. But when you load it up there, it's like they have a lot more access to it. So now I guess you got to go in there and uncheck it from where it was at, or it just sits there, for I don't know how long, I guess, and they do all kinds of stuff. So like that now, if they want to modify something, like a video that you put up, they want to modify it on their site, they can modify the original as well. They've been doing that with my phone and my videos. They modify what's on my device from what I put up on YouTube, because they have that little place, I don't know what you call it, that little in-between place where you put your videos up there, do that. Why they do that in the first place? So they go and they tweak something on the video that I put up on YouTube. I go and look at my original, I'm like, what the fuck? It's on my phone, it's on my device. I'm like, what the fuck? The same thing's over here. Taking things out, putting things in. Like Donald Trump said here not too long ago. Yeah. I saw him, if he said it. I saw him over there on the news or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of you people. You're just going. And they said tired of things. He said, yeah, just go and have the AI tell me, make the AI have me say something else that I never said. And that's how they're doing it out of these days. They've been doing it for a while now. I saw this little thing about Mike Tyson. I was watching about Mike Tyson. This guy, he's a computer nerd or whatnot. This is way back. This is in the early 2000s, I believe it was. And he said, yeah, well, check this out, because he's talking about how people are out there saying all kind of, make people saying all kind of things and stuff like that. And so, look, he took Mike Tyson, took his voice and something that he said, put it in a little software, had him say all kind of shit that he never fucking said, had him cussing and saying all kind of shit, I'll kick your ass and all this shit. And it sounded just like Mike Tyson, and it looked just like Mike Tyson. Had a picture of him as well, Now, I'm not saying I don't say buck wild shit and do buck wild shit. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'll take credit for what I say and what I don't say. I don't want to take credit for that shit. I don't give a fuck if I said something and everybody say, hey, they applaud. Say, yeah. I didn't want you to applaud. I wanted to say some shit that you didn't applaud to. I didn't want to take credit for that. If I didn't say it, I didn't do it. I don't want to take credit for it. Yeah, so YouTube, they're getting jiggy with it, man. They've been getting jiggy with me for a while. I mean, they see me as a high-profile person. It's not high-profile. And they want to make damn sure I stay on high-profile. Donald Trump, I'm over there with him some fucking where as far as YouTube's concerned, the government's concerned, the Pentagon's concerned, in importance. Hell, I've been running the fucking country in a lot of fucking ways behind the scenes. I can point out the things right now out there and say, what the fuck is that? I'm like, well, I can polygraph on that shit too. And say, where'd that come from? It came about the same time I came up with the shit and communicated the shit, and now the government's got the shit, and now they're up and running with the shit. I don't want to say running the country, but, implementing things out there that they've taken, and they've been doing that for years. And I don't want to make it a black and white thing. I really don't, but you have to say at the same time, they've done that throughout history. They've taken black men and just kind of, even to this day, Howard Lewis Latimer, they don't give him credit or run right along there with, what's his name? Thomas Edison. They don't. The cell phone, the internet, the computer, the supercomputer, Nintendo. Oh, no. Traffic lights, they just still don't. When you go to school, like they have this thing in Florida now, the Pacific Islanders. You have to go out there and teach Pacific Islander American history or something right now, right? They implemented that. DeSantis actually put that. I think DeSantis put that into motion. That is mandatory curriculum in school. And yet they've still yet to say anything more than George Washington Carver and his fabulous peanut when they're going on school about inventors and black inventors and stuff. And if you don't bother to go look it up, you will never know. People have been saying the real McCoy the whole life. Hearing the whole life, the real McCoy, and don't even know where that originates from. I thought, at age 24, I found out what it meant. I thought it was some kind of a Mexican saying or something. It originated in Mexico. You know, because I was in a Mexican restaurant and I'm reading the menu and it says, hey, this is the real McCoy. Because they're talking about some corn chips with something on it and something. Maybe that's been kind of sending, you know? Well, how's that the real McCoy? Corn chips with cheese on it, some queso on it, some ground beef or something like that. It's the real McCoy. You know, maybe they weren't. Maybe they're being sincere. And then I thought, real McCoy. You know, I'm thinking that's just some Mexican saying, right? This was the first time I heard it, but I'm like, yeah, real McCoy. That's the signal Mexican. And I'm looking. I wasn't even looking it up. I wasn't deliberately looking it up. I'm in the library, same city, same town, same place. That I saw that I was at a Mexican restaurant, and this was in Mississippi somewhere. And I'm just looking around, and I find this little book, little book, you know, like a colorful illustrated book. You know, it wasn't the hard, heavy hitting stuff, but like here's some little sample, little something easily digestible stuff, like I guess grade school, whatnot, or what have you. And I'm just passing by, if I can saw it, and I'm looking in, I'm like, okay, what is this? Black Inventors. I'm like, Black Inventors? What the hell is that? I'm looking in it, and I find out Elijah McCoy is where that originated from, the real McCoy. He came up with an improvement on the locomotive out there, on this big time deal, the locomotive, the oil cut, improved that. And everybody wanted to know when they were in person because people were trying to bite off of them, you know, and make knockoffs and shit. Mm-hmm. Whatever you call the damn things. Replicas are trying to mimic him. And artificial, not artificial, but fake ones. And what do you call it? Not fake ones, but what do you call it? I don't forget the word. They didn't want to know. They asked the question, is this the real McCoy? Before they purchased it, you know. It's like, sure, that's the real McCoy right there. And that's how it originated. But a lot of things out there I'm hearing after that was like just something like, I don't know, that's like light kind of stuff. And I went to start looking at some more research and delving more deeply into it. Turns out you got black people out there doing have done all kind of things. And to this day, they don't have any curriculum in school for, as far as I know, that says anything about seeing Howard Lewis Latimer along Thomas Edison and the black guy who helped Alexander Graham Bell on the telephone. But they mention these guys. Who are Benjamin Franklin? Who knows about Benjamin Franklin? Maybe he's all on his own. He was a genius, from what they say. For all I know, Thomas Edison didn't do a goddamn thing, but have a very intelligent nigger. That he said, look, we work together, okay? Because he worked with him for the entirety of his life. He did. Howard Lewis Latimer, they signed him up and worked with him for the entirety of his life. That's all we heard about, though. So he's got this nigger sitting around his table eating steak and bread and butter and all kind of shit for, I guess, the contributions of the carbon filament. That's what he said he did. For all we know, he did the whole goddamn thing. If to this day you don't give him credit for the carbon filament, and you gave him credit because you couldn't keep it. You couldn't hold a kid who would hold it. You had to give him some kind of credit, but you're not out there at the Raptors saying, hey, yeah, Howard Lewis Latimer. Thank you for this, thank you for that. Like I'm trying to say. And there's some stuff going on out here in America right now that they got that shit from me. You know? They want to keep me quiet as possible. I'm talking about, I should be one of the richest men in the fucking America. I should be one of the richest men in the fucking world. For some of the shit they stolen from me.